It's time. Don't worry, Mr. Edgeworth. I'll be following your every movement with my binoculars. Good to hear. Now make sure you don't lose sight of me. I'm counting on you for backup. Oh, that can't be good. You can count on me, sir. I'd like to think so. I have to go. The kidnapper is supposed to contact me soon. Who would have thought that upon my return, I'd be thrust into a kidnapping case? A whole lot of things seem to be happening to him in rapid succession, and that I would be the one who would have to make the ransom drop-off. He's actually using the thing. Let's see. I checked that the money is all there, safe inside this suitcase. He's actually using the dang thing, my goodness. Now all I have to do is await further instructions from the kidnapper. That's always fun. Which I'm expecting to be transferred to my cellular phone. Technology, am I right? I wonder who else is around. This is the meeting place, after all. Badger! Welcome to Gatewaterland. I don't want to be here. Huh? Oh, thank you. And a big hello to you. I'm the Proto-Badger. Nice to meet you. Awkward silences follow. Excuse me, but were you perhaps thinking of taking a picture of me? A picture of you? Sorry, but I'm not interested. Oh, that's too bad. Well, have a good day. I almost feel like that's going to be somehow relevant. The Ace Attorney franchise has somehow always conditioned me to take literally every possible thing into consideration. Hello? Who are you? You're not Ernest Amano. It sounds like the kidnapper is using some sort of voice alteration device. I mean, that's just good thinking. I'm his representative, Miles Edgeworth. Are you a cop? No, but I am allies with them. No, I'm a prosecutor, which isn't a cop. And you gotta give him bonus points for being honest. He could have lied. I know what you're wondering, and yes, I have brought the ransom money with me. Okay, I see. In that case, bring the money with you to the stadium. So, this person intends to see if I'm being followed, huh? Please, Detective Gumshoe, I really need you to come through for me this one time. But only this one time. Okay. Dealing with a dang badger. Even the drum set has a badger on it? What is this place? Edgeworth speaking. Next, come to the haunted house. And just how long do you intend to have me wander around for? That's for me to decide. You don't have much of a choice here, my friend. I suppose not. That doesn't mean my legs aren't sore and I resent it. I assure you I do on both fronts. I've arrived. Go inside. Well, methinks Gumshoe ain't gonna be able to really keep a visual inside here. Ah, lovely. Oh, that's not disturbing at all. Huh. What a dismal place. Edgeworth, you need a better ringtone, my dude. That's it. Go through those doors. Am I being watched from somewhere? I mean, yes. I mean, by Gumshoe, but I'm sure by them too. Leave the money and go. Now. Rather rude of them. Yeah. Oh. Okay, something broke. I was hoping for an exchange, but maybe I should do as they say for now and not push it. Okay. I couldn't catch even a glimpse of the kidnapper. Kind of making this entire thing kind of pointless now that I think about it. Perhaps I should keep an eye on this haunted house until police backup arrives. Oh no! It was a trap. Just assaulted by the damn blue badger. Okay. That guy. Betrayed. No, can't be. Then the deal. Who is that? What are they talking about? Split. Police. Alright. In front of meetup. I can't move my body. I fear I may faint again. Okay. I think the only important information out of that is something about a betrayal? I assumed that these were the people, you know, moving them around. Where am I? How long was I out? It wasn't raining like it is now when I made the drop-off. This was supposed to be a simple affair. When is anything ever simple in this universe? Let's be real. So why have I been taken hostage as well? I can only assume Detective Gumshoe lost sight of me at some point. Probably when you went into the haunted house. The only reason I agreed to be the drop-off man was because of that phone call. It was from Mr. Ernest Amano, the director of the powerful Zaibatsu, the Amano group. But aside from that, I also owe him a great debt of gratitude. His only son, Lance, had been kidnapped. I know that Lance is already in his 20s, but I guess some things you never grow out of. Like being kidnapped? What? Has this happened before? I can't sit around waiting for someone to come help me. I must escape somehow. Yeah, okay, that's all I got. Haha, what, was that you making that funny sound? Excuse me, who's there? And how dare you laugh at a gentleman's plight? Ninja! Ninja on a filing cabinet! Who are you? And are you one of the kidnappers? I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say probably not. She's on the box art. I mean, I guess that doesn't mean she's not evil, but I'm going to go ahead and assume she's on the up and up. The kidnapper? Me? No way! I'm not into such petty crimes. Nope, I'm after something much, much bigger. Well, she do seem rather adorable, so I hope she ain't evil. I must be worn out from today's ordeal. Focus, Miles. Oh, I forgot to introduce myself. Sorry about that. Even in the depths of night, when no other bird dares to take flight, one alone soars to shine the light of righteousness on the world's blight. How long did it take you to come up with this? And that one is me, for I am the great thief Yatagarasu. You is? Great thief. Did you really just claim to be the Yatagarasu? Oh, but my real name is Kay Faraday. Faraday? Kay Faraday. I like that way. That sounds at least a little bit better. You can call me Kay. Kay? Good. Good. That's settled. Oh no, she adorable. Miles, this is going to be and this is going to be a big thing. Not quite. I have a mountain of questions for you. But first, if you would be so kind as to remove these ropes. I wonder, should I remove them? I was actually having a lot of fun watching you make those silly faces. Angie! Hey, there's no need to get all mad and ice glary on me, you know. Ninja run! This rope goes through here, and there you go. Hey! What a relief. I owe you my thanks. Ah, it's okay. You can pay me back in full later. Now then, what question should I start with? Unfortunately, I can already tell nothing is going to be easy with this cheeky girl. Probably not. And honestly, you know, I was wondering, what with everything going on, is it really, honestly, an Ace Attorney game if you don't have, like, a teenage girl sidekick? I'm just going to assume she's teenage. It seems like a very safe bet. Yeah, all right, that's what I thought. Self-purported great thief. She suddenly appeared, but why was she stalking me? I know not. Son of Ernest Amano, victim of the kidnapping. I knew him when he was a child. Benefactor when I studied abroad in Germany. Director of the Amano group. And Gumshoe. All right. Okay. So what's this about being a great thief? I like your key. You call yourself a great thief, yet are you really a thief at all? You doubt me? I get it. You think that a young lady like me couldn't possibly be such a big-time thief, right? That's not the part I have a tough time believing. Then what's the part you have a hard time believing? I'm the real, genuine Yatagarasu, you know? Yep, I'm a pure-blooded great thief. It's a little something I inherited from my predecessor. Oh, it's succession. In that case, you wouldn't mind if I arrested you then, right? What? Of course I'd mind. I haven't stolen anything yet. Seriously, I don't know how you could say such a horrible thing to your savior. She's got a point. That's true. Technically, she hasn't stolen anything in front of me. Yet. In due time, and she do be gotten a bit of a pout on, though. When you say you're the Yatagatasu, do you mean you are the Yatagatasu? Yep. Oh, she's doing the thing. Oh, okay, yep. No, she just might be excellent. This is definitely our Maya. Okay. Yep, the most righteous of the righteous, the legendary great thief. But the title was only recently succeeded to me. So I haven't had a chance to steal anything yet as the second Yatagatasu. I was not aware that thieves could pass down their titles like that. I mean, by definition, you can technically pass down a title regardless of whatever it is. The prestige of it is really just kind of valued by the people around it, but yeah, you can pass on a great thief title, sure. But don't worry, I've got some big plans in the works. I'm gonna steal all kinds of stuff. Big plans, huh? They wouldn't happen to lead to a big arrest, would they? I knew it. There's just no reasoning with a prosecutor. I mean, that's only partially true most of the time. It's not the problem here. I'll have you know that the Yatagatasu has no interest in stealing petty trinkets. There's one thing and only one thing I want to steal. Only one thing? And what would that be? But that's gonna have to wait until we find out our way out of here. Well, at least there is one thing we agree on. I'm sure I'll have plenty of time to learn more about you. Not like we have a lot of choice in the matter. So, yeah, you never told me what your name is, Mr. Prosecutor. No, I guess not. I'm Miles Edgeworth. I accidentally knocked something off my desk. Aha! Now I remember. How can you remember something I just told you? But she sure is cheery. Yeah, that's exactly the type of person you want to hang out with Edgeworth. All right then, Mr. Edgeworth, let's get out of here. Did you honestly think that door wasn't going to be locked? What kind of sense does that make? It would seem that we are locked in from the other side. What? No way! I don't hear you. La 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 la. Okay, you do remember where you came in from, right? If you didn't know that door was locked, why did you come in through a window? Looks like that might be our only way out of this room. Oops, slight miscalculation. That's a good height to make an entrance from, but I can't jump that high to make an exit. Do you not carry, like, a rope or a climbing gear or any of the things a thief and or ninja would be known to have? I suppose we have no choice but to look around and see if we can't find another way out. Investigation has begun! All right, then. Well, first things first, I suppose. As we'll talk to you. I guess we already did. Huh. All right, then, if that's the way it is. Well, this is the most noteworthy thing. What's with the badger with the glasses? What is this? Looks like the Bad Badger. It's looking as bad as ever. Looks like a costume head to me. I guess the Bad Badger's costume is, at the very least, a two-piece, huh? The real question is, why is only the head sitting out here on the floor? That's a good question! Okay, what else do we got? Okay, well, hang on, I see something on the floor. What that? Huh? Isn't this my phone? Looks like it made it through the ordeal intact. If only there was a way for us to contact someone on the outside. You mean like with a phone? Ah, but we do have a way, right here. They let you keep that? That's a little strange. Huh, there was a cell phone here this whole time? If I'm right, Detective Gumshoe should have contacted the precinct for backup by now. Suddenly it rings. Hello. Mr. Edgeworth, sir, are you okay? I was worried, sir. I'm fine. I was knocked unconscious for a spell by the kidnapper, that's all. I'm sorry, sir. I'm such a failure. If only I hadn't lost sight of you. I went into a haunted house. What were you expected to be able to do? Do your binoculars got freaking x-ray vision on that thing? Detective, we don't have time for this. Have the police set up a perimeter. Oh, have them set up a perimeter right now. You don't have to worry about that, sir. I already got the boys working on that. But in doing that, I sorta... Ah! What's wrong, Detective? Sorry to butt in, but I'm afraid you're going to have to make do with me. Who is this? Shilong Lang of Interpol. A pleasure to speak with you, Mr. Edgeworth. I've heard a great deal about you. That's suitably ominous. So why exactly is an Interpol agent like yourself involved in a domestic kidnapping case? Don't sweat the details. A crime's a crime, whether it's on a local or a global scale. I do believe the details actually do matter. That's why there are different degrees of these things in different departments. For that exact reason. Besides, you're the one who's in a world of trouble. And why would you say that? Lang Z says, the pack that runs together stays together. Okay, why are you quoting yourself? You catch my drift? No. You cause quite a ruckus by running blindly into a situation and then getting caught. You should have contacted the police from the very beginning. I'm sorry that this happened because of a lapse in judgment. However, I humbly request that you please help me out of here post-haste. Sorry, no can do. What? What? We're hunting the kidnapper now, and I haven't got any hands to spare. As I said, my pack moves as one. You're the one who wanted to go it alone, so good luck to you, Mr. Prosecutor. Oh, and once we do catch the kidnapper, rest assured, we'll come find you. Eventually. Wow. You! What's wrong? Did you get cut off? No, my phone ran out of power. That is an incredibly convenient time for that to happen. All right, sure. No way! It doesn't matter anyway. We should try to get out of here through our own means. Yeah, I have a name to live up to after all. If we put our heads together, we're sure to find a way out. You just keep on jimmying that door. I'm sure it'll eventually break free. All right. Was this about a photo rally? The other badger, yeah, he was holding up a sign. They're holding a blue badger photo rally? You didn't know? Plus, it's not just the blue badger, it's his whole family, too. Oh God, they've multiplied. Take a picture of every member of the badger family and receive a prize. There's only one of each of the 4 family members wandering throughout the park. Best of luck. If you manage to snap a shot of every member of the family, you get a really posh prize. Well, there's a costume head sitting over there. Why not start with a picture of that? You can't do that, that's cheating, says the thief. There's only one of each badger in the park, so you have to work for it. Speaking of badgers, there was one sitting against a wall in the haunted house. Seriously? But somehow I don't think that one counts, Mr. Edgeworth. You have to take pictures of the costume ones walking around the park. So those are the rules of this game. How quaint. And somehow that's relevant to all of the proceedings. And post-heatings, if that's a thing that works, I don't know. Paint! Maybe we can use this paint to help us escape? And what exactly do you have in mind? I mean, we could probably stand on it, might give us a bit of a boost. Well, we could paint help in really giant letters. How the hell would that help? And who, pray tell, would see these giant letters? We're inside a building. Okay, then how about we light the paint on fire and send out colored smoke signals? I don't think that's how that works. Anyone who saw it would think some crazy arsonist was about and call the cops. Actually, that may not be all that great for me, seeing as I'm a thief and all. Let's try to find something other than this paint to use, shall we? I don't know a lot, but I don't know if that's exactly how that would work. All right, well, can we maybe climb these? Man, why'd they have to put the windows so high up anyway? You know, that's honestly a good point. I've never understood the point of windows in places people can't reach. How's a thief supposed to make her daring escape? Probably by carrying a rope. I suppose we could make our way out if we were able to climb out on top of these lockers. Aha! That's pretty clever. You'd make a good thief yet, Mr. Edgeworth. Please don't ever place my name and the word thief in the same sentence again. I've been accused of too many crimes to ever go down that road. Let's see. I wonder if I can jump and grab the top of the locker here. The answer is no. You do not have very good hops for a ninja. Man, why'd they have to make such ginormous lockers anyway? Yeah, how exactly is someone supposed to reach the top ones? Even if we wanted to use these lockers, we'd need some sort of foothold. If we can get to the top, then we can escape. If only there were some footholds. Okay. Interesting, interesting. Is this a thing? Hello? Oh, no. It looks like some kind of schedule or something. All right, then. Boxes! Hey, there's something inside the bottom right box. Oh, I think it's a pink badger costume. Pink badger? You don't keep up with what's going on in the world, do you? He watches Steel Samurai, although he denies it. In that case, you'd better study up on the whole badger clan with this. Proto-badger, the very first badger. Also, somehow creepier than all of the other ones. Blue badger, an ally of justice who keeps the peace. Bad badger, a criminal with a gun. And pink badger. Note her unique pink bow. Okay, what is this thing? Think of it as a Bible of all the things you'll ever need to know about the clan. It's a single page. I guess it's two, but it's like one fold-out thing. Whatever, I suppose I can keep it as a reference guide or something.
Okay. We'll see how that goes, I suppose.
I suppose this means that this is where they keep all the costumes. Certainly looks that way. It's like the Badger's family home. There are 8 boxes, but 7 of them are empty. Which means that 7 of the costumes are in use right now. Which doesn't make any sense, because only 4 of them are supposed to be in use. That's interesting. But aren't these Badgers the mascots of the police force? Yeah, I was kind of confused by that. Well, I heard the police had a hand in sponsoring this theme park. I see. How popular is this dang Badger? Probably because the Gatewater Group owns the police from all these cases, those cases they've solved. They have all the power of the state and they use it to make a theme park? It's not just any theme park. They have a handcuff-shaped double-looping roller coaster. Okay, that's quite enough. I'm feeling woozy from just the thought of such a thing. Ugh. I want to rest until I've inspected every suspicious-looking nook and cranny. All right, well, I can't help but notice a freaking key. What have we here? Ah! Ellipses. Why do I feel a laser-like stare aimed right at me? Did you want to take a look? Well, don't mind if I do. Oh, I see. Yes, this is definitely a key. I'm sure it's a key to something. Master Thief. All right, cool. The something is what is relevant to my interest. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and say maybe the door. Okay, well, let's inspect the costume. I suppose this is the pink badger. But since it has the same design, doesn't it seem forced to call this one a female? I mean, yeah, well, since when? Color coding for gender purposes, that's an antiquated concept. You think so? I mean, just look at how long her eyelashes are. That's the only difference. Wait, really? I didn't notice anything like that. Dang it, no. One day I'll be able to figure out how these things work. I don't see no eyelashes. Do you? I certainly don't. All right. Also, why does the bad badger get pants but not any other ones? And the fact that she's pink. Yes, and her lips are red. No, they were. I don't have to look again. I know that's not the case. What? She has nothing to say about the giant pink ribbon? Or is that too obvious? All right. Am I supposed to look at the other boxes? So this is the blue badger's rival, the bad badger, huh? Do you feel some sort of reverence towards the badger, Kay? I can't believe you would be so stereotypical when it comes to thieves. Surely you must also think there are much cooler and cuter ones out there, right? That's it. I've decided that thieves and thievery need an image makeover. Good luck with that one. It's gonna take a hell of a lot more than a single adorable thief to rehabilitate the image of that. I'm just throwing that out there. This is the blue badger I met at the main gate. Excuse me, but his name is Proto Badger, not Blue Badger. He's based off the very first design created by the local police chief. You know, when you compare the two, the blue badger looks a bit cuter. Yeah, the Proto Badger looks completely horrifying. As he continued to redesign him, the chief managed to make him cuter and cuter. Even humanity has come a long way when you think about how much we've evolved. Are we comparing the blue badger to humans now? I mean, he's humanoid. It's a thing. Look, it's a blue badger! I suppose even this thing can be popular with women. I can't stand him! But why is she suddenly beating the blue badger's image up? He's got the word badge right in his name. How bad is that for a girl like me? And to think he's out there wandering around in this park. I think you have to be careful or he's gonna arrest me by the power of his name alone. I somehow doubt that the blue badger has the power to arrest anyone. Alright, can't imagine looking at all of the upper boxes would make any major difference. Okay, anything else to look at? I am uncertain. Oh, this is the beam I was tied to. What's up? Okay, so I know you don't have like a rope or climbing gear, but can you like climb a beam? I was pondering if perhaps we could make it over and out into the window if we climbed this. Good thinking. And if it's climbing action you need, just leave it to me. Thanks. This little hook looks like it might make for a good foothold. Hope you go okay, and good luck. Count on it. Whoa, that's dangerous. The great thief Yadagarasu spreads her mighty wings and takes to the skies. Here I go! I think she took a tumble. As I thought, this beam was definitely not made for climbing. I like the dramatic wind, even though we're in a building. What do you mean, as I thought? I'm not your guinea pig, you know. All right. All right, well, what logic pieces do I have, I wonder? Let's see, I've got lockers, I got costumes, I got a tiny key. I see.
I see.
I don't really feel like any of those make a lot of sense. Really got nothing else to say? Oh, no, you actually do now. Okay, cool. Do you know where the person who kidnapped me went? Well, after they locked you up in here, it sounded like they went into the next room and started talking to someone. I feel like I heard something as well, but it's all a haze in my mind. Something about a betrayal. However, I do recall that the kidnapper was talking with someone. It was just a guess before, but I guess I really am dealing with two kidnappers here. After that, they left. It almost seemed as if they were done with you. I suppose that is the case, as my kidnapping seems like an afterthought to the 1 million. Well, if they went into the next room, let's see what we can find out through the slot. The slot of the door? Oh, okay, sure, why not? Oh, we can peer into the room the kidnappers were in from there. I won't rest until I've inspected every suspicious-looking nook and cranny. Is anything even remotely suspicious? The only thing I can think of is this. Is that what I think it is? Looks like the kidnappers had an escape tunnel prepared just in case. That's awesome! They're like a bunch of great thieves themselves. No, they're not, because I highly doubt they made the tunnel themselves. The floor panel was removed and propped up against the beam in a very specific way. The entrance to an underground room, perhaps. Okay. Apparently that is logic. I think the building was originally built with a basement or underground area. Okay. Anything else to look at? I guess I can look at the other beam? There's a beam in the next room identical to the one in this room. There's even a hook on it to hold a propped up floor panel in place. Which reminds me. Did you find something useful, Mr. Edgeworth? Perhaps. I may have found a very handy hint to how we'll get out of here. Have you? Okay, what about the chairs? Okay, no, chairs are uninteresting. Way out? That might work. There's a door on the opposite side that appears to be the same as this one. Which would mean that I can probably assume that these two rooms are very similar in structure. I believe I may have just found our ticket out. Is the implication that these two rooms are built identically? Is that a thing? Huh. So, like, there would be a hatch? Okay. Well, I mean, I guess there is a thing there. All right, hang on a second. Then, let me see here. Open floor panel and the beam I was tied to? I don't know why they would have two doors to the underground so nearby each other, though. This hook on this beam. You know, I already tried, and there's no way I can jump from this hook to the window. Then why can't you wrap your arms and legs around the beam and, like, shimmy your way up? Come on, even you have to admit when something's just not possible. I wasn't about to suggest that again. Rather, that it's here for a different purpose. Really? Like what? As you saw in the adjacent room, it's clearly for keeping a floor panel propped up. But I thought it was to support the ceiling. That's usually what those are for, which means that there should be a panel in this room that we can open as well. Oh, I get it. We didn't notice its existence all this time because it was being hidden by this tarp. All right, then, let's hold this thing up and see what's underneath. And, wouldn't you know it, there actually was. All right, now this is what I call a treasure. A panel? I guess. All right. I was thinking maybe that the tiny key would have something to do with the lockers, but the lockers' logic line had nothing to do about it being locked. Wow, this must be another entrance to the secret hidden basement. I totally smell treasure. The scent I wish to smell is the sweet fragrance of freedom, which honestly smells a lot like peppermint, but nobody ever really talks about that. What are you waiting for? Hurry up and open the hatch. All right. This thing is locked down tight. Ah. Okay, well, seeing as how I guess I can't open the door with the key, I guess I would be, fiddlesticks. She really just legitimately said fiddlesticks. It's like she's going for the adorable award. All right. That's within her right. She may attempt to do so. Steep competitions in this universe, I'm going to be honest with you, but hey, power to you. All right, then tiny key, underground entrance. Makes sense to me. I believe you're up, Kay.
Eh? Why me?
Because we need to use the tiny key that you've taken quite a liking to.
Oh, gotcha. Just leave it to me.
Only I know how to use keys. I love the tense feeling of these moments when you're about to uncover something big. I believe the feeling of freedom would be much more satisfying right about now. Huzzah! All right, I got the secret door open. And now... Oh, why didn't you use the ladder? Wait! Ah! Ah! Are you all right? Okay, I'm fine. I landed on my bum. The ladder just slipped is all. Well, yeah, you jumped on... Why would you jump on a ladder? Thank goodness she's all right. I about had a coronary. There's a lot of really large machinery down here. What about an exit? I don't know why. That was really adorable. It's really dark and cramped down there, so I really doubt there's an exit. Howdy. I can't believe that happened. If only yourself to blame for leaping before you looked, you know. No way! I mean, how was I supposed to know that the ladder is removable? Oh, okay. Well, that solves all of our problems, I would imagine. Yeah, okay. Logic it up. Underground ladder, lockers, and thus we can now escape. Even if it wasn't detachable, I feel like we could have forced it anyway. I figured out how we will escape this prison, Kay. Oh? So how are you gonna bust out? You really can't figure it out yourself, huh? Seems that your reckless actions were of use after all. Are you actually praising me? In a roundabout way. More of a thank you for giving me an idea regarding this ladder. The underground ladder? What about it? What do you mean, what about... This ladder isn't just for those who wish to go down. Oh, you want to use it as a ladder. If we use this. Yes, I believe it's long enough to reach the top of those lockers. Well, then what are we waiting for? You to figure things out on your own time, apparently. My goodness. All right. Oh, now she's, now look at her go. Oh, now look at her go. Now we can get out of here. Yes, we spent entirely too much time in here. We had about 33 minutes by my count. Kidnappers who held me hostage and a mysterious Interpol agent. Not to mention a freaking ninja thief. This case is only getting started, and I'll be the one to bring it to a resounding end. As that is how the Edgeworth do. I see a kitty! Oh, ninja leap! Edgeworth slide! There you go. Looks like it stopped raining for now. Yeah, thank goodness. You have no idea how hard it was raining earlier. Mr. Edgeworth! Hey, it's the Gum Boy! I'm so glad to see you managed to escape, sir. I was so stressed that I thought my heart was gonna give out. Detective Gumshoe, may I ask what in the world that is? Well, that's, a small army of police officers, apparently. And a badger. Count off! Is that, really, what? Is that an MIB? 99. Shifu, all 99 members are here and accounted for, sir. What in the hell is any of this? What the heck do you think you're doing counting my cubs off like that? Is he wearing 2 eye patches? Every person is a valuable human being, you get me? And everyone has a name that their parents gave to them. Oh wait, no, those are just weird sunglasses. Okay. No one is a 2 or a 3. Everyone, regardless of age or rank, is number 1. Got it? Okay. You have an army of police officers. You are Agent Lang, I take it? You infidel! How dare you address our Shifu so rudely? Gah! Lang Z says, a cub who disrespects others soon feels the disciplinary bite of an elder. So don't you ever forget to show the proper respect towards another person. Or else I guess he'll literally bite you. Shina. This isn't much, but please accept my card. Oh, thank you. Please accept mine in return. Is it normal for people to just carry around business cards on the usual? I guess. Huh. You don't see that just now? That's the proper way for 2 people to show their respect. With business cards. So go get those made, I guess. Keep that in mind and you'll get far in life, got it? uproarious. Ah, that's right. Francisca did warn me. Something about an elite Interpol agent from the Republic of Zegfa. Oh, it all comes together. Apparently, this man is the highest successful arrest rate in the organization. Agent Lang, why exactly is an Interpol agent involved with this clearly domestic case? It's none of your business, Mr. Prosecutor. How is it not? I've heard a rumor or two about you. You solved the murder that occurred during your flight home recently, right? But you sure took a while just to arrest one little flight attendant. How pathetic. I did it in less than a day. It was like 6 hours. How dare you say that about Mr. Edgeworth? Are you saying you could have solved it faster, pal? The comedic relief jumps to the aid of his master. How cliche. Says the person walking around with a literal female henchman? What? I'm sorry, are we gonna argue the cliche game here? Because I can name at least 4 right off the bat with you, Wolverine. Look, what I'm getting at is that if I had been there, no one would have died. And you have literally no way of ever possibly being able to actually say that. That would have solved the entire case and Agent Hicks would still be with us here today. Okay, so that's a contradiction. How could you have possibly solved the case if you also never got anybody killed in the first place? There wouldn't have been a case to solve. Agent Lang knew yesterday's victim, Agent Ackby Hicks. Hicks was like a brother to me, so now I'm out to take my revenge. I see. Agent Hicks was investigating a smuggling ring with Francisca and a third person. I'm guessing it was this guy. It's supposed to be the man she was talking about. In that case, you should understand how I feel, as the kidnapped is someone I know. So I ask that you please allow me to participate in the investigation. This isn't your neatly trimmed courtroom of Eden, you know. Excuse me. You're out in the wilderness now, Mr. Prosecutor, and way out of your league. No hard feelings, but why don't you go on back to your courtroom now, pretty boy? You dare to mock the court? It's an extraordinarily silly place where nonsense happens at a non-stop breakneck pace, but still, I do. And I don't need the help of a filthy prosecutor. Sorry, but the truth doesn't need the likes of you to distort it today. Who uses the adjective filthy to describe a prosecutor? In this universe? Generally everyone? I'm gonna be honest with you, the only nice prosecutors I've ever met originally started off as complete and total villains. And that counts you, Edgeworth. Why? Why do I feel such intense loathing emanating from him? Maybe that's just the general aura he gives off. His sunglasses look like eye patches, that's weird. Alright, men, good job on the perimeter around Gatewater Land. Now just find me the kidnapper and bring the punk to me. Dismissed. Sir! Now then, Mr. Prosecutor, you just sit tight here and don't cause any trouble, understand? But, wait! Well, that was rude. Mr. Edgeworth. It's been a while since I last met someone so disagreeable. Has it, though? Why of all places did he show up here? And completely out of the blue at that. I suppose I'll have to ask Detective Gumshoe to fill me in on that. And so we shall! Gumshoe, what's the haps, my dude? Great job, detective. Sir, for losing sight of me and the kidnapper and allowing my investigation to be hijacked. Sir, I look forward to your next month's salary assessment. What was he supposed to do? But the case isn't lost yet, sir. Yeah, I'm gonna show you just how much of a man Dick Gumshoe could be. Shall I prepare the 21-gun salute now or later? Oof. Dang, man. Detective, are you sure it was the precinct you called for backup? Of course, sir. I think I would know the number to my own precinct like the back of my hand. Then why did an Interpol agent show up instead with an army of his own agents? That, I have no idea. About 5 minutes after I made the call, that Wolfman showed up out of nowhere. Ha! I guess, yeah, you know what? I guess Sabretooth would make a bit more sense. Agent Lang definitely has an agenda. So the question is, what is he after? What's the next step, Gummy? Mr. Edgeworth, I was wondering if I may ask about one thing, sir. Yeah, what is it? Who is that? The girl over there, I mean. Hi, Mr. Edgeworth's assistants, Kay Faraday. What? funny. I don't recall making you my assistant. Yeah, I'm Mr. Edgeworth's assistant. Me. It's been like that since forever. Sorry, but I just stole your supporting role. Okay, with this and what that other guy said about the comic relief, this is getting a little meta for me. How can you say something so serious with that giant grin on your face, pal? I'm gonna go ahead and out on a limb here and say it probably comes to second nature to her. Mr. Edgeworth, we got a thief on our hands, sir. She stole my role, sir. I'm taking her in, getting her convicted and making sure she serves out a sentence. Well, come on, it'll be fun. Like musical chairs. You better stay fast on your feet. No way! How is he supposed to outrun a 17-year-old ninja girl? I will not lose this spotlight to you, little girl. That is kind of hilarious. All right, what up? Man, I can't calmly do any stealing at all with that detective around. I suppose it's not easy when there's this many of the members of law enforcement in the vicinity. It's all right. It's not like I'm in a hurry to steal just any old thing. Which is it? Do you plan to steal something or not? Quite the mystery, this one. Maybe I should talk with her a bit more. Give me information, you! So, what are you gonna do about your investigation into the kidnapping? Good question. Since Agent Lang holds authority to investigate the case now, must make things a bit more complicated. Oh, come on, you can't let that stop you. I'll even lend you a hand, so let's go. But you're a self-reported great thief, are you not? I don't believe I can let someone of an unlawful nature participate in an investigation. You don't like to listen, do you? I'm not just any ordinary great thief. I'm the Yadagarasu! And as I said earlier, the Yadagarasu is after one and only one thing that I'm not gonna tell you about. I like that pose, very cute. Okay, so maybe tell me, what is this one and only one thing you're after? The Yadagarasu is only interested in one thing, and that is the truth. I see. And that's literally all we're going to ask. It was 7 years ago? There was a vigilante who threw the business world into a panic. Labeled mysterious and phantom-like, the Yadagarasu appeared and vanished at will. Though we still don't know much about the thief's ultimate goal, we do know the targets. The Yadagarasu liked to find and make public evidence of corrupt dealings of all sorts. Once a target was chosen, no dramatic calling card or announcement was sent forth. Instead, the chosen corporation was infiltrated without even the target noticing. Some days later, the evidence that was found was sent out to the mass media, along with a card with the mark of a three-legged raven. Looking back, I suppose you could call what the Yadagarasu was stealing the truth. Could this child really be the successor to the original Yadagarasu? I mean, she's got the neat little, brooch thing going on there. But that can't be. Can it? I mean, she does have a key-based hair accessory. Lance! Lance! Where are you, son? Hello? Good Lord, what's wrong with your earlobes? Mr. Armano? Oh, Miles, my boy. I'm sorry to involve you in such an affair just after you've returned. For you, Mr. Armano, I'd gladly offer my assistance. After all, I have you to thank you for how well things turned out during my time abroad. If it wasn't for you, I might not have been introduced to that law office, and had the chance to study the inner workings of another country's judicial system. No, no, no. Think nothing of it. As you know, Manfred and I go way back. I consider a beloved disciple of his to be like one of my own blood. Well, that's awkward. Edgeworth is not a fan of that, but whatever, he's not gonna turn his nose to it. If you ever wanted to go overseas again, you need only to ask. I can use my company's vast network to send you anywhere at any time. Says the old man. He's the father of the currently kidnapped Lance Amano, Ernest Amano. Does he just have money tied to him? What? Now then, have you found Lance yet, Miles? Please, I miss my poor boy dearly. I'm terribly sorry, but your son's whereabouts remain unknown, Mr. Amano. What? Hold on there! Then what happened to all that money? I believe the 1 million has been stolen and that the culprits are now on the run. What? Poor old man. Don't you have anything you can give him to cheer him up, Mr. Edgeworth? Forgive me, Mr. Amano. I've literally got less than nothing for you. Although he seems to be crying into a stack of cash, so, you know. Can't be that upset. I was wondering if you could please tell me the details of the kidnapping one more time. Oh, it was yesterday. A call came to the house. From the receiver came the sound of my son. Help me, Daddy. Sniff. I know this is tough, but please stay with me here, Mr. Romano. You don't understand. He hasn't called me Daddy in ages. It was incredibly moving. Wish I had recorded him saying that. He definitely should have recorded that conversation, but not for the foolish sentimentalities of an old man. Oof. I mean, fair, but also oof. Refresh my memory. What kind of person is Lance again? How will telling you about Lance help you get him back? Surprisingly, a lot can be deduced from a person's relationships and behavior. Very well then, Lance is my one and only son, and he turned 21 this year. He's very much like me when I was his age, kind and very attractive. Sure. I'm sure women simply can't keep their hands off him. Not really relevant to anything I have to ask about anything, but all right. Is there anything else about him you noticed of late? Now that you mention it, I haven't been able to get into contact with our butler, Oliver. Your butler? Yes, his name is Oliver Deacon. He's been with our family for years now. He gets along so well with Lance, so I thought maybe he would know where my son is. Well, I'm gonna need some information on that. Mr. Romano, could you please tell me a little more about your butler, Mr. Deacon? As a butler, he's outstanding. He even serves as Lance's personal private tutor. He took a brief leave recently, but even after it was over, I haven't been able to reach him. So you still haven't spoken with him since his leave? What about his family and friends? They said they hadn't seen him. I tried everything I could think of, Miles. Do you think this could have something to do with Lance's kidnapping? It's possible, but I can't say anything for sure quite yet. So even the person closest to the victim has gone missing. Oliver Deacon. Sounds like one name I'd better keep in mind. Detective Gumshoe! Yes, sir! Let's begin our investigation. Even if that Interpol agent holds the authority to head this investigation, we can't allow ourselves to stand idly by twiddling our thumbs. I'm with you 100%, Mr. Edgeworth, sir. I, Dick Gumshoe, pledge to stick by your side through thick and thin. Mr. Romano, it was my fault that the culprits escaped, which is why, with your blessing, I vow to return Lance to you myself. Oh, I've never seen you so passionate before, Miles. Good luck to you, my boy. All right, well, what are you waiting for? Let's do some investigating. If you think I'm losing to you, pal, forget it. Investigations has begun! So, what should we examine first? Thanks to Agent Lang, we can't leave this area. The culprits were here until only very recently, which means we may be able to find some clues that'll tell us how they escaped. Okay, let's get looking. Hey, you there! Me? What are you doing goofing off in a place like this? I wasn't goofing off, I was about to help Mr. Edgeworth kick off his investigation. You imbecile. All precinct detectives are now under Agent Lang's direct command. No way! I am not working for Wolf Boy. Ah, gave me some deja vu. Mr. Edgeworth, can't you do something? I'm not exactly in a position to argue, seeing as how you are a member of the police. Good, now let's go. No! Boy, have I got just the job for someone of your talents. Well, that's unfortunate. Well, that was exciting. And I guess I have a new assistant. Dang, shame about Gum Man. Okay. What? Can't you tell I'm all ready to get down to some detective work? You should go home. Your parents must be worried about you. Oh, come on! I finally get to be your assistant and you try to ditch me. I don't recall offering you the position. Why do you have to be so difficult? Besides, it's already too late, you know. Like I said, I've already stolen the position of assistant a while back. You're the only one asserting that. Well, by the time anyone notices, it's already gone. That's the Yadagatasu way. You shouldn't speak so lightly of things you know nothing about. Fine, whatever, you win. Go ahead and do your little investigation. But the talented assistant Kay is going to tag along no matter what you say. And if she turns out to be useless, she's not going to listen to me. I might as well surrender and let her come along for the ride. There is no winning.